thought this gorgeous yellow dress that I'd seen, it's quite bridesmaidy.
You weren't a wallflower, were you? You weren't.
No.
So what did this post say?
It just said, try not to match your teen's energy when they're being angry or moody. I did that so much. I've got sending recently. And I keep going, what are you sending? What do you mean?
Can I pop to the post office for you? What do you mean you're sending? Next day delivery?
Have we sent it?
Hello, Claire Hamilton.
Hello, Sarah Cox.
Hello, lovely people. Welcome along to Teen Commandments, the show where we try to make sense of the often murky brains of our teenagers. You can follow us wherever you fancy, really. There's no escaping. We're on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Leave a little comment if you will. YouTube. Oh, if you go on YouTube, by the way, you'll be able to see how much we're little matches, little twinnies today. It wasn't on purpose, was it?
No, but we keep doing it, don't we?
We always collide in my kitchen in the early hours and go, oh, that's
We're
happened.
The same.
You're the colour, many shades of a tiramisu. That's what you're giving today.
You mean I look like a tiramisu?
You look like a pudding. No, you don't. You look like a delicious exotic dessert.
Nice.
Have the sort of creams and
Bit
browns
boozy.
and lovely, occasionally boozy. So Claire, lovely to see your face, of course.
Yeah. Hey, talk about matching. We were matching the other day, weren't we? Had matching socks on when we did Gogglebox.
Ah, so nice. So Gogglebox, we keep popping up. It's so fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so much fun.
We just sit there, absolutely work our way like a swarm of locusts through loads of snacks and watch some telly and have a giggle. And it's great fun. It's great vibes. Channel 4, Friday nights, 9 o'clock, Celebrity Gogglebox.
Yes.
If you're listening to this episode on the very day that it comes out, then we're on this Friday as well. So you can tune in, catch up as well on Channel 4. But it's lovely to do, isn't it? It's still like...
It's like a dream job, isn't it? Because you're just there with your bezzy, eating food, talking shit.
And they do choose really, really good telly for you to watch. I mean, the first episode of this series that we were on, I mean, there was real danger I was going to get drawn back into Love Island.
Yes, there was, wasn't there?
I was like, damn, I forgot how good this is.
I must admit, I've watched a couple since we did that.
Have you? Yeah, you're back
I kind of
in
know
there.
what's going on. And what's this that they keep doing with me? They did it last year. This
What?
flipping close-up. It's not even funny.
The close-up's so hilarious.
I actually shouted at the telly again. Oh!
I don't feel
It was
like
me
they...
eye crinkles.
They don't do it on anybody.
No.
I don't think they do it on anybody. It's known as the Claire close-up. I think it's sort of been branded as that.
It's just not on. I'm going to eat a meal.
And is it when you're doing like a funny face or when you're saying...
It's where I look really sort of like, you know, when you're really thinking about something and everything relaxes on your face and you kind of go...
like a melted candle.
Yeah, and then, like my eye crinkles are really crinkly in that my size of close-up.
I didn't notice any eye crinkles,
I
I
did.
promise.
Threw
And you
something at
watched
the
it with
telly.
your son, which I thought was brave. I showed my son the bit that they were talking about that a particularly hard A-level paper for maths.
Yes.
Because they kept in the bit where I'm like, it was really tough and that.
Yeah,
and
they did.
So I was like, look at this, we're talking about this. He obviously got halfway through the clip and then just handed me back the phone. I was like, you've not finished what? Okay, fine.
That's what my son said when we were watching it. He's like, have you finished your bit being on? I'm like, well, I'm not on this bit because we didn't watch this programme. He went, right, went upstairs. He enjoyed it.
It was brave you watching it with your son, though.
Yeah, there was a bit at the beginning where I made a joke about pearl necklace. And as I knew that it was coming up, I was like, oh God, I know what I say next. I know what I say. My son started talking over the telly and I was really encouraging him to carry on talking. And he completely missed the joke and missed the gag. Oh, God.
I mean...
No filter.
Is it a thing, the pearl necklace thing, for that generation? Would they know what it is even? You don't want to risk it, though.
I don't want to ask.
You do not.
Yeah.
You don't want to ask, yeah, for sure.
Do you understand this joke? Would you like me to explain it?
That's such a good point, yeah. We just want to paper over it completely.
And we were talking about our early modelling days, weren't we?
Yes, just for context. And actually, you didn't need to make the joke about pearl necklace because it was actually true.
Yeah.
We were modelling on this morning.
Years and
years ago when we were like 17 and 18. And I'd modelled, we were on separately because we didn't know each other quite then. It was just before we met. And I'd been on modelling wedding hats. And I was like, what did you model?
Pearl necklace.
And then there was like a second and then they cut to someone else. And it was like, oh. So funny. You're like, keep talking, son. Keep talking over this bit. What japes, what fun. Also, well done you. I mean, I love going shopping by myself. I love going to the gym by myself. I think most people do. Going swimming, I love going to a restaurant by myself with a good book. You did the ultimate solo adventure.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I went to a wedding solo.
To be fair, you were going solo, but there'd be a few people there that you knew.
That I knew. And I purposely didn't take a +1 because I thought I'm going to have to be with the +1 and they won't know anyone. This way I can socialise a little bit.
Yeah.
But everybody I knew didn't turn up to the wedding. And the only person I knew at the wedding was the groom. And so I was like, I can't go and hang out with the groom. Hi.
I love the idea of you at the top table between the bride and groom.
How have you been?
My friends didn't turn up. Can I just sit here? Oh, that's nice. Can I have some of your prawn cocktail starter? So there were lovely people. We should say congrats to the happy couple. What are they called?
James and Siobhan.
And it was a lovely do.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was beautiful. It was near Whitley Bay, Newcastle.
Very nice.
Gorgeous.
So loads of love to the happy couple.
Yeah.
But it must have been tricky.
Looked odd.
With people like...
I looked like a right dick.
Also, you weren't like...
I was very dressed up.
You weren't a wallflower, were you? You weren't...
No. I'd gone all out and bought this gorgeous yellow dress that I'd seen. It's quite bridesmaidy. And I only realised that as I put it on in the morning and had brought no alternatives. And I text you and I'm like, I'm dressed as a yellow bridesmaid. I'm going to this wedding on my own.
Good.
I don't know anyone.
People must have been like, who is that? Is she at the wrong venue? She's at the wrong wedding. What's she doing? The eternal bridesmaid.
Oh, yeah, that's it, isn't it? But yeah, so I text you, didn't I? And I was like, I look so odd. I'm just drinking Prosecco. The odd person did come up to me really nice, like, are you okay? One woman said, do you want to sit at our table?
Bless.
This isn't fun because I'm either going to get really quite drunk on my own and end up doing the first dance.
Trying to set a conga when they're having their romantic dance moment.
Yeah. Or I'm going to have to go.
Yeah, and you left, didn't you?
I left, yeah.
As tabloid journalists used to say, you made your excuses and left.
Yeah, there was like, because I was kind of thinking, I kind of need to talk to someone. And I've gone through the people that are texting me back and they're like, Claire, I don't want to do this. You're on your own at a wedding. Stop texting me.
Yeah, babe. So, well, it was good. It was good that you went.
You know, solo, do everything solo. Just check you know people if you're doing a wedding.
Yeah, fair play. Good advice as ever.
Thank you.
The question of the week this week, what word or phrase does your teenager say that you just absolutely don't understand? Mm-hmm. There's always a few flying around my house.
I've got sending recently.
Oh, yeah, what's that?
Sending. It's where something's really good if you're sending. And I keep going, what are you sending? What do you mean?
Can I pop to the post office for you? What do you mean you're sending? Next day delivery? What are we doing?
Have we sent it?
Chopped is one that I've mentioned before for when somebody's ugly. They look chopped. Joanne's been on mogging and glow up.
Oh, what's mogging?
Mogging, I like that we've got the little definitions in red. Thanks so much. A very helpful millennial has typed these out for us here. Mogging means to outshine, outclass or dominate someone else.
Oh, wow.
Glow up, we know that.
Yeah.
There's even a programme about it.
We have them all the time.
We always have glow-ups. It's basically a transformation in a person's appearance, confidence or lifestyle. They've had a glow-up,
They've had a glow-up.
Now, I'm not happy with this next one as an Arsenal fan.
Okay. This is from Sarah.
Yeah.
Guna.
Yeah.
She said, I thought it was an Arsenal fan, but it is not.
Okay, so a Guna is an Arsenal fan, but it's something else as well.
Someone who spends an excessive amount of time viewing adult content and masturbating.
Massive porn wanker.
Wow. Are you a Gooner?
I am a Gooner.
Wow,
Gooner and proud.
You heard it here first.
Vicky's been on. She's not happy. When did I become bruv? I went from mummy to mum. That's always a tough transition, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
To bruv.
Bruv. Yeah.
You're
I'm still bruv. Yeah, it's better than Claire, though. I was Claire for a while.
No, not allowed. That's like one of the 7 deadly sins, calling your mum by her first name.
Yeah, they
isn't it?
know that.
That's why they do it. I used to say mother to my mum to wind her up.
Yeah.
Mother me, I'll bloody smother you, she'd say. One of those 80s things that were very much of its time, that threatened mild violence. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Give you a bunch of fives. Do you want a knuckle butty? See, also in the parenting handbook from the 80s, stop crying or I'll give you something to cry about.
Oh, yeah.
Anything your parents used to say?
Well, I used to get what's for tea and get shit with sugar on.
But not from Sylvia, because we know Sylvia doesn't swear.
She doesn't swear.
Would your dad say that?
Oh, yeah.
My mum never said that.
Shit with sugar on.
We'd also get because back then, believe it or not, I know it sounds like we were raised in Victorian times, but to have fizzy pop was quite the luxury and very exciting.
Yeah.
How old are we that a man used to come round on a lorry that was specifically just had fizzy pop on it?
Really?
And it'd be
Did
the
you have
pop
that?
man.
We never had that.
We had the pop man. And we used to then wash out the bottles and give them back to him the following week.
Wow.
And you'd get like 2p or something for giving the bottle back.
So he made them then? Do you think he had a soda stream at home?
No, he worked for he worked for whatever the pop company was.
I see.
And would bring them all. I can't remember the name of the company, and he'd bring them round. But if we didn't have any pop, I'd say like, "What can I drink?" And Mum would go, "Have Corporation Pop. It's delicious," which means water.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Classic. It's an absolute classic.
Did you ever leave your tea? And your dad would say, my dad used to say, that'll be for your breakfast in the morning. I don't want to eat it all. I'm not hungry. You will eat it all. Do you remember that?
Yeah, of course. Our parents' generation were raised by the war generation who had rationing and stuff. And so it was just imprinted on them. And so therefore on us, you had to finish every last thing on your plate.
Yeah.
I think that's why I do it now, even when I'm full.
Yeah,
I'm
might be.
I've got to, because we had some tea last night. And I thought, I'll never eat all that chicken. 10 minutes later, I was like, just pull me out the cafe by my feet. I can't walk, but at least there's nothing left on my plate. Just weird. Any details, by the way, about, you being the victim, let's put it like that, of 80s, late 70s, 80s parenting, whenever you were parented, if there was sayings that you look back on now like, ooh, that was very much of its time, let us know. hello@teencommandments.co.uk. Now, oh, by the way, we should say, if you're coming to Camp Festival, first weekend of August, myself and Claire are there doing a little show in the tent again. I think we're in the library tent. Come along, say hello. It's on the Saturday afternoon. If you're going to Camp Festival, we'll see you there. If you've never been to Camp Festival and you fancy a family festival this year,
oh my God, it's amazing.
We really recommend it. It's just excellent. The kids can run quite feral. It's really safe.
It's beautiful atmosphere.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Great stuff to do for grown-ups and children alike, and even teenagers. What is really good about it as well, it's not too vast. It's not huge. It's just a few fields and they pack a lot into it.
Is it the same place as last year that we did?
So we're going to Dorset. Yeah, it's in Dorset. It's
it was lovely there, wasn't it?
Lulworth Castle.
Yeah, that was my first ever festival, wasn't it?
First ever festival. There you were on stage with like a Madonna mic.
Yeah, and I signed some autographs.
An absolute badass. Yeah, honestly, guys, I could not drag her away from the autographs at the end. I had to be really like, Claire.
Excuse me, just with my fans.
We're at this literature tent and the library tent, and the next guest is on stage, and Claire's still signing autographs and chatting to all her fans at the barrier while a person's trying to go on and talk about her new book or whatever. It's hilarious. So we're there. We would love you to come along and see us if you are going to Camp Festival. We would also love you to let us know if you are going to Camp Festival.
Yes.
Email us.
Yeah.
And put in the subject, just put Camp Festival, and maybe put your Moby on there, and we might be getting in touch about some help that we might need with a couple of games. Could be fun. We're not going to be recording it, so don't worry about that, because personally, when I hear live recordings of podcasts, I don't really like them.
Do you know?
No.
Why?
And so we're not recording it. We're just doing it for a bit of fun.
Right,
And we'll have stories to tell you lovely lot when we get back. But sometimes when you hear live versions, I don't know, the hosts sound different. It's not as relaxed.
Okay.
It's like a bit weird having audience and guests and all that.
What happens live stays live.
Exactly. So we're just going to go and have a laugh. We'll tell you all about it afterwards. But if you are going along to Camp Festival, we would love to hear from you, please. And you could help us with a couple of games if you're up for it. Let us know. So festival season is upon us. It's in full swing.
It is. Do you remember the first time? I remember the first time it was my son when he went to a festival up in Manchester, and I spent his younger years saying he was never going to go to Park Life, which is in Heaton Park up in Manchester. I was like, my son's never ever going to go. Of course, he comes home and says, I want to go to Park Life.
Why did you think he was? Did you think he wouldn't be up for it?
No, I just thought I can't deal with that level of stress, him being amongst that many people.
Yeah, had you heard stuff about it, that it was pretty wild and full on?
Yeah, and just
all festivals are, aren't they, to an extent?
And you just can't imagine your baby being on their own amongst something like that. And then off he went.
How old was he?
I think he was 16. Oh my God, I just spent the day pacing, that first one. It's quite scary, isn't it, when your little ones go off like that?
Yeah, when you just send them off.
Yeah.
I mean, mine haven't yet been
right, okay,
to a festival by themselves.
Okay.
I mean, the eldest has, Lola has,
yeah,
especially when she was studying in Rotterdam.
Oh yeah.
She sent me that footage of a death metal sort of mad goth festival where it was just, that thing where they go rah, 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 on the mic. But apparently metal fans and death metal fans supposed to be amongst the friendliest in the world. They've got a reputation as looking quite scary, but it being really inclusive and welcoming, which is our Lola all over. But yeah, so she was a little bit old when went, but so far, I mean, because the tradition is after GCSEs that all the 16-year-olds head to Reading.
Right, okay.
My niece did it. My daughter isn't doing it.
Okay.
And Lola didn't do it, thank God. Because I think it gets pretty messy.
Pretty wild.
Yeah, and I would be so scared if they went off to that.
It is so scary.
And was he all right?
He was fine, but I was
he wasn't camping out though? It's not one that you camp out at, is it?
No, they're in for the day and then they go back the next day if they want to.
Yeah.
And mine have done the camping in Leeds as well, but I remember dropping my daughter off. Well, I just remember firstly what everyone was wearing and how little everyone was wearing, and me sort of realising myself how old I was, because I was like, wow.
And what was this when your daughter went?
Yeah, when both of them went, the outfits are just, well, we did it, didn't we?
Yeah, of course. They're just in really skimpy little outfits.
Really skimpy little outfits, and they're bouncing around and they're just loving life, and it's just so brilliant. But I just remember my daughter's battery. She texted me and said my battery's dying on her phone, and I literally got out of my car. I was picking her up and went walking into the crowd.
Just trying to spot
trying to spot my daughter, and I just spotted her daft walk, and she won't mind me saying that because we walk quite similar, and I just know her walking the wrong way down a crowd, and all of these teenagers just coming towards me
oh my God.
So
you were swimming into a shoal.
I can't shout a name, but I just need to get to her because she's just going off in the wrong way, and you just see loads of mums parked up with slight panic on their faces, but it's fine. It's just scary.
And I guess also to your point about the sort of skimpy clothes, I mean, I guess everybody's wearing skimpy clothes, aren't they?
Yeah.
But there's also, you just think, an added edge of vulnerability if they're in something really skimpy and tiny.
You just can't help looking at it from that point of view.
Yeah, of course. I know, because I just think an instinct as a parent is just to protect and pop a cardigan on them. And it's just
might rain.
Not real life, I know. But you managed to get her out and she was fine. She'd had a lovely time.
They had the best time, and it's so good. And of course, we did it all at that age, and you are fine.
Although I don't feel like festivals were that massive when I didn't go to festivals when I was a teenager. I went when I was working. We went to the V Festival at Chelmsford when I was working for MTV.
Oh, I did go there with you then.
Yeah.
So that wasn't my first festival at Camp Festival.
Oh shit, was it not?
No,
I love that we've really...
Not that I can remember.
Did you come to V with me?
Yeah, I did come to V with you.
There was a picture of me and Donna Eyre. So
Donna Eyre.
hungover.
That's a blast from past.
We looked magnificent, just having a ciggy backstage. Yeah, with Donna Eyre. She was good. She was great, Donna, wasn't she?
Yeah.
I always felt like there was the well-behaved. Well, we worked for MTV, so we VJs, which sounds kind of weird because it was video jocks instead of disc jockeys.
Oh, I see.
I don't think I want to be known as a VJ. It sounds weird, doesn't it?
It does sound weird.
There was the sort of well-behaved ones who was Edith and Kat Dealey.
Right.
Who, of course, weren't particularly well-behaved. It's just, I think...
They were more well-behaved than you.
Yeah, they were more well-behaved than me and Donna. And there'd be me and Donna Eyre hanging out with the Appleton sisters and stuff.
Amazing.
And just being absolutely wild, losing our voices and just running around. But that was my first experience really was working at festivals. So as a teen, I didn't get to do it.
Right.
I mean, this is a great like little hack if you can bloody afford it. You know, Angela Griffin, sort of lovely actor, director now, Radio 2 DJ.
Right.
Lovely woman. Her daughter, I think it was her daughter after her GCSEs, went to Reading because I remember she posted on Instagram like live footage, like she was like in a motorhome on site at Reading.
Okay.
Not really going out into the crowds, I don't think, or maybe going in for a little drink with her husband or whatever, but was letting her kids do it and was
and they
like,
had a base.
Mum was on site in a motorhome.
Yeah.
So they could go back there and just get a little rest if they needed to. So they weren't camping out and that.
That's good.
It's kind of the way to do it.
Good little hack, isn't it?
I mean, Camp Festival, I know we mentioned it because we're going to be there, but that's because of work. I've been going there since the kids were sort of...
Yeah.
I'd start taking them when they were like 3 or 4, when they were well out of nappies and when they could walk for quite a bit, because it is quite full on. I was like, I don't want to take a tiny baby there. They can stay on with grandparents and take the little ones, when they were big enough, take them to Camp Festival. But that has changed over the years as they've got more teenagery.
Yeah.
Where, Lola stayed outside of my little Winnie in a little tent with her partner at the time.
This is the thing when they go camping, because I had it where my daughter went camping for 2 days and there's no phone reception because everybody's using the mobiles at the same time. So you kind of just got to switch off a little bit.
Yeah, they can just off they went. And because I knew it was safe and it was Camp Festival, that they'd eventually find their way back. And
of course they do. You've just got to trust it, haven't you, that you've done enough?
I mean, oh my God. And then in a weird sort of turnaround, one of the last, we've not done this for a while, because we went through a stage when the kids were really little. We didn't drink when we went to Camp Festival because we were so paranoid. We were we'd be in a yurt or in a teepee before we got upgraded to like a Winnebago. We'd be in, and I thought, I'm not being in a zipped construction with a toddler and drinking and not waking up if they try and escape this tent, so we had to be fully sort of straight-headed and straight-laced. And then as the kids got bigger, our alcohol consumption started to increase and we'd be partying more. And then maybe like 4 years ago or something, it went where the kids were going to bed, even though they were teens, they were going to bed. And then us parents were going out raving to like drum and bass at like a 2 a.m. sort of secret set somewhere. We're like, oh no, what's happened? Thought it was the kids who were supposed to be worried about. We were the ones sneaking off. The kids were like, no, we're fine, we're going to bed. Go and rave.
They are more sensible, aren't they?
They are more sensible, for sure. So we would love your stories, please, of your kids going to a festival for the first time, you taking your kids, or indeed if you're old school and you were at Glastonbury back in the day as a teenager. We'd love your festive stories, please. Hello at teencommandments.co.uk. Let us know. Now, Claire, this was something that you wanted to talk about, /confess about.
Yes, I saw something online and it really resonated with me that somebody was talking about matching your kids' energy, and are you quite guilty of that? And I was like, oh my God, that is just such a great way to say it, because the amount of times I've done it. And I had a conversation with my son because he was saying, Mom, do you remember how you used to shout up the stairs at us and we'd have that row and then you'd carry on shouting up the stairs? And I was like, oh God, because our house is not like that now. My kids have come out the other side. And then I watched that and I'm like, yeah, I was matching their energy. So
what did this post say?
It just said, try not to match your teen's energy when they're being angry or moody or whatever. And I'm like, yes, I did that so much. I was so guilty of like, they'd be like, what? And you're like, nothing, and especially when my daughter was going through that really difficult phase where it was kind of like we were trying to figure out our new roles as maybe young adult and mum.
Yes,
and she was pushing back a little bit.
Yeah, you had to sort of loosen the apron strings a little bit and give her a little bit of control and autonomy.
Yeah, and
was that when she was she going to start doing all her own washing?
Well, yeah.
She said that. Or were you allowed to do a washing, but you were...
Yeah, it was a thing where she said, don't touch my washing for a while, but that lasted a couple of days.
Yeah, of course.
But no, it was more...
And what was it where she was like living... It was almost like she was living in a flat in your house.
And
she wanted just to be separate.
She wanted her own space.
Yeah, so you were both struggling a bit with these new
new things.
A
And she
new
was
chapter.
telling me no quite a bit. And she was saying, you don't get to tell me what to do kind of thing. And
when you'd
you're
be
controlling. It's like, I'm not
yeah.
controlling you. I'm just doing what I've always done. I'm parenting you.
Yeah.
You know, but it's different. And then she was pushing back and it got quite heated sometimes and it got quite upsetting sometimes as well.
Oh, there was some awful times.
Yeah. And it was really devastating for me because I thought our relationship was really breaking, you know, and there was a time that she moved out down the road to her friends and I could see exactly where she was because of Uber Eats.
Yes.
We know that.
Trace her.
on my
Trace her
account.
through Nando's. You're like, oh, she's not starving. She's fine.
Yeah, but I was really worried.
Yeah, we're joking. Yeah, we're laughing, but it was awful, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I know.
Especially because as a single mum, I know I always circle back to this, but I just think it's so important. As a single mum, you've grafted so hard and you have worked so hard and you have, you know, brought these kids up so brilliantly that to then think, hang on a minute, is this relationship breaking down?
Yes.
We're just nearly over the finish
there.
line, like as in, you know, she's kind of an adult and then
they're
it's
kind
all
of
going
telling
wrong.
you things about yourself as well. So you think, am I actually not a good parent? Have I done things wrong?
Because you don't have that reassurance, like where I can turn to Ben and go, am I going mad here? And he'll go, no, babe, you're not.
You're fine. You're in the right. And you start thinking, God, am I controlling? You know, am I all of these things that, you know, you kind of are sometimes. I know I am sometimes, but
it's always mad because as the two of us together, I never see you as remotely controlling. No. So it's always interesting when you tell me about...
To hear it from my teenage daughter's point of view, which I guess any teenage daughter might say about her parents.
But do you think you're a bit...
No, I think I've given too much advice.
Yeah.
But I definitely think that I matched energy. You know, like the time we had that really heated row. I got upset on the podcast, didn't I? I was crying. And we were at screaming point and she really confronted me and she ended up throwing chips at me.
Yeah, I was going to say, was at the moment.
She threw the chips. But I am guilty. I matched her energy in that moment.
So if you could because you were shouting back at her.
And I don't spot. And then before you know it, you both go as heated when really... When you think about it, if I hadn't matched the energy, the teenage energy, maybe, and there's not putting the blame on here. I think it's almost like recognize it and don't necessarily match it and try and just stay calm.
I mean, it's hard though, isn't it? It's a big ask, isn't it?
It is, but it's worth thinking about.
Yeah, to just take a breath and just to literally...
Yeah. If they're slamming doors and going, and stuff, like, don't slam the door and stuff, you're doing that too, in a way.
Well, it's because you're hurt as well. So you're lashing out a little bit, as in like, how dare you push back so heavily at me? And, you know, but it is a big ask to count to 10 in those moments, isn't it? But you're right. This person's right who's saying don't match the energy.
Yeah. It's like, you know, especially when you get, what, like that, like, oh, hold on, I'm trying to talk to you nice. And then before you know it, you're getting as angry as them.
And what should we be saying? Like,
darling.
Yeah, saying, okay, I'm not going to be shouted at.
Yeah.
So let's just not discuss this now. And I'm going to London, is what you should say. I'm running away. You should have run away. You should have gone and packed a little bag and gone.
I keep doing it.
This is why we do the pod, basically, so you can run away to London every week or so.
Have an escape. But yeah, I just found it really interesting. And I thought, I wish that sentence, somebody had said that to me a few years ago. Don't match their energy, or try not to.
Yeah.
Or recognise it when you're doing it and bring it down a bit. Because I did. I really did. I don't need to so much now because they do come out the other side.
Yes. So are you different now though?
Yeah, but they're different now.
Yeah.
As well. So we're back to normal kind of.
And what did your son say about it?
He was like, oh, because he was talking about me. He said, do you remember when you used to shout up the stairs at us when we were and I'm like, no, but you were playing up. And that was the atmosphere at the time. And then it kind of triggered, it twigged in my mind. I was like, oh.
I mean, it's that thing, isn't it? It's more effective. It's more deadly like when you're calmer, isn't it? It'd always be like that with the teachers at school, like the teachers who would speak to you really calmly and quietly were kind of the terrifying ones. I wonder if it's a little bit of that where you can gain control by not matching their energy, being the adult and just going up and calmly. Yeah. Because I was never scared of my mum, like because she would bang and crash and shout. You know, if she dropped a pan lid, she'd be like, Jesus Christ, because she's so like, quite highly strung, my mum was. And I didn't know the background then. I didn't know that she was bloody knackered. She was working so hard. You know, she was stressed. All of that, all the grown-up adult stuff, which as a teenager you don't stop and think about. And stuff that you were probably dealing with as well when you were getting stressed.
How your day's been, or, you know, as a single parent. Nobody asks you these things, you know. So you just come into a bit of teenage attitude.
And it's hard.
It's really hard. And we had that listener that wrote in on an email saying that she was struggling with her 2 sons who were shouting at her a lot, and it was upsetting her.
Yeah.
And she didn't know how to act. And so at one point she was just stood on the street while they were both shouting at her, and she was crying. And it's really difficult because they're just growing up. They're just teenagers, aren't they? They're just...
So, if you're going through this now, we would love to... just do not take it personally. hello@teencommandments.co.uk about matching your teenagers. And because when you'd first said it to me when we were chatting on the phone, I was like, oh, that's nice. Like matching energy. Like, let's do a dance routine. It's like, no. It's like in a negative way, like negative energy. We'd love your stories as ever about if you've been in this situation, or indeed with your own parents when you were a teenager, how you'd wind them up and how they'd react. hello@teencommandments.co.uk. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. Please do share it. We will be back on Wednesday with our Your Turn episode. Any stories, send them in. Until then, stay absolutely gorgeous, Claire, my little tiramisu. Love you. See you next time.
Love you.
Thanks for listening. Bye.